Hi, I'm Lindsay Ellis, the director of the Lake Michigan Writing Project and assistant professor of English at Grand Valley State University. Every summer, all around the country for the last 30 years, teachers have gathered to share best practices from their classrooms and to take the time to write. This is the National Writing Project, which has sites at universities from Alaska to Florida. It's a unique professional development model of teachers teaching teachers. Each year, our local Lake Michigan Writing Project invites 12 teachers to become summer fellows. At our Invitational Institute, these teachers and the directors develop teaching demonstrations and present them to one another. We learn what works with each other's students. We work in reading groups to share new insights and favorite passages. The Lake Michigan Writing Project Summer Institute is fun. Some folks call it summer camp for teachers who want to become writers and to reinvigorate their teaching practices. We hope that you apply.
I always say to people, the writing project changed my life. I didn't realize I was headed towards career burnout, but I knew that things weren't going well in my classroom, and everything changed after the writing project. My energy and my stamina and my willingness to read papers, my students' responses to me, everything changed. Writing project changed my teaching career.
Because I'm thinking more how this is going to help me as a writer than just my students.
When you love what you're doing, then it's going to translate into your classroom.
Probably inspired some kids to become writers that would normally never thought of themselves that way.
There's this idea of the 3 grad credits that you get paid for the Summer Institute, and there's the 3 grad credits that you get for the Teacher Researcher Seminar. And you know that piece is nice, and it's a great support.
Other benefits, the 3 grad credits, just when I needed them without having to find the money for them, and I didn't mind doing them in the summer. It was perfect timing for me in my life, so that was good.
My work with the Teacher Researcher class was an opportunity to look at what worked and didn't work in my English classroom and to share that with other people. I really think the Teacher Researcher class is great for young and for veteran teachers because it forces you to look at what you're doing and to learn from what other people are doing. I can speak personally about an experience that I had with a young lady who was working in the class who gave me a brand new idea that I could adapt in my classroom. So it's not just your own research, but it's also learning from other people's research.
I think the other thing that the writing project supports that sometimes is really unique in schools today is that in this teacher researcher course it supports questions. It supports teachers asking their own questions and figuring it out and figuring out ways that are going to change their classrooms for the better, and then figure out how to share that information with other teachers too. So for me, it's a life transforming experience as a teacher.
Now, over the years, I've met more people from across the state and across the nation, and so now there's just this huge network open to me whenever I want it. I can ask a question and I get an answer, and I get an intelligent answer that helps me to become a better classroom teacher and then also helps my students.
I think after going through the writing project, you have that as your home. That's you go from one district to another, or in my case, from one state to another, and you'll find that as you travel the country and as you work in different areas, that you'll find other people who have gone through institutes in wherever you're at. For example, I live in Denver now, and there's 3 writing projects within a stone's throw from us. And the writing coach in our district is actually also a member of the National Writing Project and is very involved in the Denver Writing Project. So even though I've gone from Michigan to Colorado, and you find that these connections exist, and in the warmth and the community and the collaborative process and all the things that you enjoy here at the Lake Michigan Writing Project, you'll find it's identical in other chapters across the country.
We tend to just go into our classrooms, the door shuts, and who knows what's going on in there other than us and the students. But to be able to open the door and to talk with other teachers and say, okay, what are you doing? Here's what I'm doing. What are ways that this might blend or turn into something really positive? Was such a great thing for me as a teacher. Really, really life-altering.
I think, and I know that across the board, people that go through, they find that they have the tools and the experiences to bring back to their kids, but not only that, they have the passion for teaching in ways that sustain them for a career in terms of learning. So I can't recommend it more highly. It's the thing that will keep teachers going.